Hey folks, it's Jamie here with Journey North. It's 2020. Hope you had a good new year. Didn't get too partied out, ate too much, stuff like that. But if you did, go for it. Been pretty cold here. Winter finally hit hard. I think it's warmed up to about -2 this afternoon tonight now, so not too bad. See, the ocean's got a little slush rolling in it down there from the rivers and such, so we know it's getting cold. Starting to get a little bit of snowpack, not a whole hell of a lot. Other than that, not much going on. Haven't found much in any thrift shops or anything like that lately. No new projects. I did pick this up a while back. Old camo jacket. I call this old duck camo. That's what growing up, I just remember the old timers always wore this duck hunting. This is like a heavier duty, canvasy type material. I paid $1 for this. No holes in it, heavy duty buttons. And you know what? My size. And if you don't think that's just the peak of fashion, there's something wrong with you. I mean, where I come from, this is fashion right here. I'm happy with it. All right, just want to tell you a few things before I got started tonight. Go over to Rock of Ages USA channel and check out his videos, especially his newer ones. He's giving away some throwing tomahawks for a benefit you can enter, and also 2 axes, a single bit and a double bit, for a different raffle. One for Will Patriot's son, and the other one for Saw Slinger's girl. And 2 other channels you can check out: Saw Slinger and Saw Slinger's girl. I'll put the links in the comments down here. Check them out. Check out Will Patriots. If you can give a little money and enter them, that'd be great. Do what you can to help out. And like I said, you're getting an entry for the axes or the throwing tomahawks as well. So do what you can. But other than that, I'm going to do some work on my snowshoes. They're starting to get a little dried out, and every once in a while you gotta put some new varnish on them. These here are 10 by 46. Be a shorter Alaskan style. There's about 4 main types of wood snowshoes. This would be the Alaskan. There's your bear paws, which are a little rounder. And then your Hurons, which are kind of your tennis racket shaped. And there's one that's got, I forget the name of that one, but it's got this on both ends there. But these are ash rawhide webbing. These were bought new in 1996, I believe. I got these for Christmas, picked them out myself. When all the other, 13, 14-year-old kids were getting Game Boys and stuff like that, this here's what I wanted. So I got these for squirrel hunting and grouse hunting back in the day, and they've served me well. Still use them. But I'm going to take these old bindings off and put a new coat of varnish on them and get them sealed up. If you got a set of these and you want to do that, what you're going to need is some sort of heavy bristled brush. This here's a lighter wire brush. That'll work fine. You can also use a regular brush, whatever you got. Some scrap sandpaper, whatever you got. This here's 220. I'll probably find something a little. I got some 150 over there. We'll probably use that. And what I'm going to start by doing is just getting in here with the brush and knocking down any dust, debris, stuff like that that's on them. Just go over it all really well with your brush. You can see stuff falling off of there. Then grab yourself some sandpaper. We'll use some 150 here. And just go over it real. You don't got to put a lot of pressure on. All you want to do is scuff it up a little bit. Tape down anything that's loose. Open up the pores so that that new varnish sinks in. But I'm going to continue to do this here. I'm going to take these old bindings off and finish sanding. And then I'll come back in a minute and show you how and what we use to seal these up with. Alright, I got these all lightly sanded. Got all the crap knocked off them. What you're going to want to use on this is something called spar varnish. You can pick it up, pretty much any hardware store is going to have it. It's like a marine grade varnish. Stops UV rays, it's got some UV blockers in it. Got some water repellent stuff like that in it. A small can's probably going to cost you $15 to $25 depending on what brand you get. Cabot, Minwax, both good brands. They run about $18 to $20 for a can that size. And that's about probably what it's going to take you to do these snowshoes. You can also buy it in a spray can. That might work to get in there. But I like using a brush so you can really glob it on and get it where you need to. That being said, I have a random 5-gallon bucket right here. That was at this place when I moved in and bought it. And I honestly have no idea what it is. I know it's some kind of varnish, some kind of sealer. But it's probably been frozen 20 times. It's I put it in a cup here. It's getting a little thick. Smells horrible. But I used it on my outhouse last year and it worked great. I'm going to use it up on these snowshoes. I did a little test patch. Seems to work well. And I'm cheap as hell, and you know that. Lucky they're not getting used motor oil on them, right? But gives it a little more rich color. But what we want to do is you can see how dried out this rawhide's getting. And we got to save that so it doesn't get brittle. These were I think these were $99 in 1996, and they're probably worth that now. They hold value very well for good snowshoes. Like I said, these are ash. They're made in Canada. I've tried some of the metal snowshoes and stuff like that, and I always go back to these here. I will be buying some new bindings for them, or making some. Either out of like inner tubes for a car or bicycle. There's 2 different styles you can make with them. You could use leather lashings. Kind of whatever you want. The old timers, they would just use pieces of leather and bind it right to their boots. What I had on there before was something nylon with some snaps. They work great when they're warm. The minute they get cold, they are a pain in the ass. So we'll make some new ones for it this year, but right now I'm just gonna show you how I glob this stuff on. Like I said, it's kind of nasty looking, a little thick, but it goes on real nice on that rawhide. But if you got a newer pair of snowshoes and you want to do it the right way, spar varnish, and I'll show you a photo of what that looks like here in a minute. This is a messy job because you want it to get in all these little cracks. So probably do it in a well-ventilated area. Or don't. Do whatever you want, but should probably have some sort of ventilation. And you know, I went to probably light up a cigarette. The only sticker I found on that whole 5-gallon bucket, all it said was danger and flammable. So make sure you get both sides. Like I said, put it on thick, let it sit. I'm not as worried about this wood as I am the rawhide itself. The ash is very good. Hard wood, holds shape well. Just an old brush I use for something else. Nothing fancy. But alright, I'm going to finish doing this. I'm going to show you a picture of what you should be using to do it the proper way. And I'll show you that, and then I'll swing back when I'm done. All right, put one coat on them. I'm gonna let them drink this stuff up here and see if it needs a second one. I put it on real thick. This thicker rawhide though in the center, that'll really drink it up. It was really dry. I skipped doing this for about 5 years. We didn't get enough snow to even need them. And right now I hang them outside on my porch, and the UV kind of gets to them, I think, worse than anything. But good snowshoes will last you a long time, wood ones. And they're invaluable if you get in the deep snow. If you don't have them, you're going to wish you did, trust me. I've shot a lot of coyotes, ran a lot of trap line with these here. One of the best gifts I ever asked for and got that I still have. Like I said, I've tried the newer modern versions, and it's just it's not my style. I like doing stuff a little more traditional. This cost us nothing to do this. Like I said, I used some old varnish or sealer that I had, wire brush, some scrap sandpaper. I inspected them all before I did everything. There's no broken rawhide or anything like that. Nothing's cracked. Still in good shape. I think they'll do just fine with one coat. If not, I'll give them a second, but one generally does it. So that's about all I got going. So if you got a pair of snowshoes, give them a little love. They'll last a long time. And if you see some beautiful jackets or fashion at the thrift store, don't be afraid to throw a couple bucks at it. Get some of this old vintage stuff. Let's bring it back. All right, guys, take her easy.